Good morning and welcome to my blog. Today I'm going to be talking about a certain topic that is very dear to my heart. It's all about sport of rodeo and how this event has changed my life forever. Like, it is the most amazing thing that could have happened to me. And yeah, so stay tuned. Okay, so this story begins all the way up in Hazelton, British Columbia, when I was just 9 years old and the Kispiox Valley Rodeo was coming to town. So, have you ever felt feelings of like being trapped, isolation, like control, those types of feelings? Those are all going to come into play into this story. So yes, back to the rodeo topic. So yeah, the Kispiox Valley Rodeo was coming to town, and I was only 9 years old, and I have an older sister and a younger sister, and we had never been to a rodeo at all before. We're from Ontario originally, and we were in Hazelton, British Columbia, living there at the time. And in elementary school, they were giving us these tickets to this rodeo, and the rodeo clown was there, and we had a big gathering in the gym, and they were handing us tickets to go. So I had brought them home to my mom, and she said, yeah, no, I was planning on taking you girls anyways, so we probably can go. So we got to go, and I remember watching the barrel racing. Of course, I was like totally over. Like, I had a horse, then I had a pony, and I was like, that looks awesome. But what really caught my eye was the junior steer riding event. And this event, I don't know, for some reason just stood out. And I just saw the cowboys like riding these steers, and the whistle, like the horn, and the sound of the bells and the ropes, and I just, for some reason, I was so drawn and intrigued to this event. And I said to my mom, I'm like, man, like, I really would like to try this. And she said, oh, well, you're crazy. Never, you don't want to do that. You're not gonna do that. And so I said, okay, say I won't, because I'm gonna. I, for some reason, kept going back to this event. Like, I really wanted to do this for some reason. So it was a couple years that went by. My sister actually was 14 at the time, and she got to enter the Smithers Rodeo, which is close to the Kispiox Valley, but she got to enter before me. I was a little upset, but that's okay. The next year, I got to enter the Kispiox Valley Rodeo. I was 12 years old. And like, me and my sister, we had no idea what we were doing. We had no idea like what ringing was, nothing. Like, my mom just entered us. So yeah, we go behind the buck and shoots, and this is what really shocked me the most about this, because we were figure skaters for years and years. Like, I started skating when I was 2, and mosquitoes. I skated for 10 years altogether, but we were still figure skaters at the time. And like, the sportsmanship is totally different in figure skating. Like, at competitions, we never really were good at making friends, I guess, outside of our own skating club. Like, our skating club was amazing, awesome girls, awesome parents, but it was totally different energy going into the rodeo for us. Like, for us, going behind the buck and shoots, like, meeting all the guys back there, the cowboys that ride, they were all so welcoming and inviting. Like, these guys mean the world to us now, and you'll find out why. Yeah, so we go behind there, and we had nothing. We didn't have a rope, we didn't have shaps, we didn't know what rosin was, we didn't know what spurs were. Like, we knew nothing. So we were going in totally blind. But there's a few guys that stepped up and was totally game to help us. And my cow that I got on, okay, I got on with spurs. I'm pretty sure we had horse spurs, and we put metal in them to make them stop, because we didn't know. My sister found this out because someone told us. Or otherwise your spurs can just roll you right off the cow. But so you jam them to make them stop so you can grab a grip of the sides of the cow. So yeah, I had horse spurs that my mom put, I think she put paper clips in them to make them stop. So I had those. I didn't have chaps. We didn't have rosin. We didn't know what that was yet. I had gloves, like horse riding gloves, and a chest protector vest. So I get into the chute and this cow is just going crazy, like just bucking, and it was a nuts cow, and everyone's like, oh, that's the one you want. But it was my first ride. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And so yeah, I get in the chute and it just goes crazy, and my legs are getting smashed up, everything, and I didn't know what to do, so I didn't get out or anything and reset. And I was like, no, I'm getting on this cow. I started like getting in the zone, and so by the time I nod my head, it was dirt and hair and everywhere. Like, I think I lasted about 4 seconds, which is pretty good for your first ride. But yeah, I guess that cow was the one to have. And I was excited as soon as I got off. And my mom thought, yeah, okay, she's good. She's never going to want to do this again. Because I had so many bruises on my legs from this. Like, yeah. But then I just go behind the bucket chutes and I'm like, oh my God, that was amazing. I want to do it again. Like, I was so fearless when I was a kid. I always was the one that was the brave one, whereas my older sister was kind of more shy and quiet, and she was like, no, I don't want to go on the helicopter. Like, no, I don't want to go on the motorcycle. Like, no, I don't want to do this. She did get on a cow, so, you know, I gave her some brave, but I was always the one to be like, no, Marina, it's okay. Like, be brave, be strong. So yeah. Anyways, so I loved this ride, and that's how it all got started. So my mom entered me into rodeos, and we just started going on the BCRE rodeo trail. So we went all over, and yeah, what really was the best thing out of all this was the connections that we made. The friends and it's like a rodeo family. We made such good friends with these guys that helped us, and they were always there to help us, and they taught us, and we got the right equipment. We eventually did. I had shafts and rosin and all that stuff, and I still have them now. But okay, so we were in a difficult situation living up in Hazelton. It is very, very common. Like, abuse is so common nowadays. It can be mental, emotional, sexual, like spiritual. There's so many types of abuse, and it is very common, and it is very easy to, you know, get caught up in that in a living situation. It can be a man or a woman. Like, this goes for either sex. Like, I'm not totally focused on like just women power in this, but we were living with a man that it wasn't ideal. Like, but anyways, I'm not gonna get into that. But rodeo became our escape. So every weekend, my mom and my sisters and I, and even our friends sometimes, we picked up and traveled with us. But where I'm going with this is it became our escape. And it became my healthy way of getting my anger and my rage and everything out, was riding these cows. So, like, I became very, very good at this event, riding these cows. And, you know, it wasn't about winning to me. It was about the feeling that I got. Like, that adrenaline rush, that way of getting this energy out. Like, I finally had this healthy way as a child, teenager, to get this out, and we were able to get away from our situation every weekend and realize, like, okay, and you know, we had an out now. We had a way of getting away. We had a way of socializing, because my sisters and I were homeschooled, so we had a lot of social anxiety. I still struggle with this today, but we didn't really know how to socialize. And being all the way up in Hazelton, there's not a lot of people there. It's a small town. Like I know some amazing people. I still, like, to this day, I admire them, and I still, they're dear to my heart. Like, there's amazing people up there, but there's not a lot of people. Like, when I moved to Williams Lake, like, there's so many people. I thought this was a huge city. It's not that big, but anyways, yeah, so every weekend we had an escape. We made connections, we made friends, we learned how to socialize, and I had a healthy way to get this energy out. And yeah, I did it for 4 years, and I think I was about 14, and I decided that I wanted to stay in Williams Lake, and I didn't want to go back to how we were living up in Hazelton with this man. And my mom said, okay, yeah. So my older sister and I stayed behind for a bit while her and my little sister eventually moved with us, and we found a place in Williams Lake. And like, I just have so much gratitude towards the rodeo family that we made, like, connected with, and the people that took us in when we moved in. And like, the sportsmanship is just incredible. Like, it's nothing like I've seen in any sport, for me anyways. And yeah, to this day, like, they're lifelong friends and they're family, and I have so many amazing memories. And like, now I have been distant from it for a while, but I just went to Clinton Rodeo this weekend, and just being back in that energy, and I literally just went and watched by myself just because I miss it so much, and I would love to reconnect and get into it again, and get this healthy way to get this energy out, and do something that I love to do. And barrel racing scares the heck out of me. It scares me way more than jumping on a cow, but I'm gonna do it. I decided I want to get back into it, and I would love to get another horse and challenge myself again, because I believe that's what I need to do, and what I desire to do is facing those fears. So if there's something that you struggle with, like rage or anger or something, there is a healthy way to get that out. And if it's something that has been you're drawn to, just go for it. Just do it. And you never know who you're gonna meet and make friends with, and you never know how your life is gonna end up, because I never thought that I would have ended up in Williams Lake. And now I have a family, and everything is amazing, and I cannot wait to see what my girls are capable of. And I hope they like rodeo just as much as I do, because it literally changed and saved my life, and I'm so grateful. And if you are watching this that has helped us and that's a part of our rodeo family, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm forever grateful. And yeah, so that's about all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed my first video blog, and I hope I see you along the rodeo trail, because I'm heading there again. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and listening, and I would love to hear your feedback, and I would love to hear the ways that your escape, your way of getting that out there, and your stories on that too. So yeah, happy trails, and we'll see you later.